What up guys, I am Sa Ra Garvey and welcome back to the Streets Opinion. Now today, as you can see, we are asking the question, with all the talk from all the higher ups about conscriptions, we're asking a simple question today. Would you go to war for this country? Let's see what the people of the streets of London have to say about that. Would you?
Hell no.
What do you mean hell no? What do you mean hell no? Why not? She said hell no. Simply, would you go to war for this country?
It's a complicated question because I would go to war, I would fight resistance,
Right?
if the country was invaded, but I wouldn't go to fight a political war which if I don't believe in, unless I believe it's a just war, then yeah, I would.
Well, they're saying you're going to fight with NATO against Russia. Is that what you would do?
Nah.
No. Why not?
I don't. I believe there's a. It's very political, and
Okay.
and it doesn't. It's got nothing. It don't benefit me per se, and I don't agree with killing of innocent people. Full stop. So.
Because what I've heard,
A lot of the people innocent are getting killed.
a lot of people have said to me that people are frustrated with the country. And so a lot of people are saying, no, I'm not going to go to war for this country because I'm frustrated.
I can understand where they're coming from, because personally, myself, I wouldn't want to go to war for the country when they're not listening to the public, when they go to war on false pretenses, when they've done things from lies, the government lies, they've been known to lie, war in Iraq, war in, you know what I mean, so on and so forth. So
If I was to flip it now,
Yeah.
maybe a lot of the indigenous British white people would say, oh, but you're brown, you're not from this country. What would you say to that?
I'm born and bred here, so they can't tell me nothing.
Right.
The whole world is. I don't ascribe to. I reside here, so yeah, I've got a British passport and I'm born and bred here, but I don't see borders.
Right.
I see that we'll.
Because I've seen online a lot of white British people are saying, look, well, the immigrants are not going to fight for us anyway and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, they don't mind us fighting for them, but they don't want to welcome us as equals. That's a certain demographic, certain people are like that, you know. Like for example, the extreme right wingers and people like that. They don't see us as equal to them, or that we've got a right in this country as much as them, sort of thing.
So to clarify, you're just saying that you would fight in defence, but you wouldn't fight in offence?
Because I live. Yeah, absolutely. I think everyone's got a right to defend themselves, their property, and their loved ones and their home. So, yeah, absolutely fight for them. I think they should. I think generally, opinions they should know by the amount of people that protest against these things. Do you know what I mean? So that should give them an idea. Yet they'll still go to war.
Yeah.
1 million people marched against the war in Iraq.
Yeah.
Yet they still went for war. So I think that the powers to be will do what they're going to do anyway, and it's the innocent, the rest of the people like you, me, and everyone else that suffer. That will have to either die in the wars, or the innocent people in Ukraine, innocent people in Gaza and other places that are getting killed. And it's.
Do you think it could escalate though to them coming to this country?
Yeah. Well, I think England, from what I know historically, they're a power, superpower, and they've got support of America and everything. So I don't think Russia, it will get to a stage where Russia are bombing here at the moment. But who's to know? I don't think anyone realised what would happen before when things have happened. It's only until it actually happens that you think,
oh God, yeah.
So you hear these things, these rumours in the papers, this, that, oh, there might be conflict. But deep down, everyone's thinking, nah, it's not going to happen.
It only happens when it happens.
No, but until it actually happens, then people are like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know, man, but...
Yeah, interesting.
I just hope innocent people don't die, innit?
Well, in war, there's always innocent people that die, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just trying to get everyone's opinion on it.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to get opinions, but like I said, I think it ain't going to make a difference. Would you go to war for this country?
Would you go to war for this country?
Why? Why would I go to a country? I mean, if you're saying to me, why would I support a team to win the World Cup, whatever, it's because I'm behind them and I understand what they're going through and I'm part of it. But would you go to war for this country? Let me ask you, go to war for this country. Why are we at war? Answer me that first. And why are we at war? Don't give me no long story.
A lot of people would say that you're ungrateful then. A lot of people would.
I'm ungrateful. Please don't tell me about the First World War and the Second World War, because those are different things, right? It's a very different time, right? Now, I think we're living in a time now, if you come to me and put the yellow feather on me, I'll wear it like a fucking badge, bruv. I'll wear it like a badge of pride, because go to war, because the war, what is, you're not even doing nothing with the war. It's of no benefit to the people. And yes, I tell you when I would go to war. I go to war when I see all those people making the decisions about us going to war, when I see them standing on the front line and not just with their medals that they got for fucking egg and spoon race, right? When they show me why lead from the front and not from the back. So you know.
But we don't live in that time now when people lead from the front and not the back.
And you said that, so that's why I wouldn't be going to work, because we don't live in those times. And would I go to war for this? You see, go to war for the country. It's funny.
So then, would you say that the war's not? Go on.
We're living in a time where we have seen man like Elijah Farrakhan. We've seen him mobilise 1 million people because of what they believe in, because they believe in what he's saying. Man, I heard that in this country they ain't even got enough people like in the army to fill up the Man City football ground. So to me, I don't want to be part of that fodder. No.
All right. So would you say the war's more political, than it is for the people?
Mate, from when you saw the war about Yemen the other day, not the war, when Britain and America is bombing Yemen, and the first thing they talk about is the loss in terms of revenue before they talk about loss of life, I think you've answered your own question there about it being political.
Interesting. So, at any point in time, would you defend yourself if you were invaded?
So what you mean, like an Israeli person, defend myself? Because if you're talking about defend myself, I'll defend myself if you're coming for me or for my family. But to me, it's almost like, you see, I'm a black man and people have been coming for us for years and we just have to grin and take it. So, and then you want to talk about other things, but like, let's look at the war and look at the amount of black people and people of colour that have fought for this country, and they haven't even had a recognition. So to me, you're calling on me when you need me because it's at the 11th hour, and now you're desperate. You're getting Mr. Mandarin and the Home Guard now, bruv. That's what's coming now.
So then, let's talk at worst case scenario, yeah. So, Russia invade the borders of Great Britain, yeah. And they take over. Yeah. Now what?
Well, you said it, bruv. Russia invade Britain and take over their borders. What can you do, bruv? What? Someone's going to press the button, and by the time they press the button, it's all over. We're not fighting. It's not about boots on the ground. It's not about boots on the ground. They're sending drones out there to shoot people, bruv. It's not about having numbers like that. So why would I go to war? What am I going to war to do? It's like one of those old-time movies where you send us to another planet to go and fight aliens. It means nothing. It's actually, to me, no. The answer to your question...
Answer to the question is no.
The answer to the question is a big no. And it will always be a no. There was a time when I was growing up, you must remember, you was a young boy, and you remember when you may tell me no, but you must remember when you wanted to be in the army, you wanted to be a soldier, you liked the idea of being told what to do, you liked the idea of the presentation and the comradeship. It's not like that anymore.
Do you think patriotism has been lost in this country?
Mate, I think, if I'm not being rude, I don't even know what patriotism is. I actually think that for the English people, unfairly, they can't even put up a flag in their window, like the St. George flag, that people think that they're racist. So yes, I do think patriotism is something that it's not what it was. And again,
so why do you think that is though? Like, why do you think that English people can't be proud to be English?
Because you see, what's happened is that we're living in a time where the history that has been history, it's now come to light that all the history that we've been told has been lies, and it's just been the people who govern this country. In order for us to do what they want us to do, they tell you they fit you in where you can. You're only as useful. You're like a football player. You're as good as your last game, bro.
Fair enough, man. You had a lot to say, brother.
Brother, I thank you.
I don't want to be controversial, guys, right? But I'm gonna be. where we are right now, there's a lot of foreign people around, right? There's a lot of foreign people, and it's a lot of the foreign people that are saying no. So, England, this is like a question to you out there, England. When you let people that are not patriotic to your country in, sometimes this could be the result. I'm just saying, this could be the result of letting a lot of foreign people into your country who don't actually care about your country. I know that may sound controversial to you, but what it is that my grandparents' generation were of the Windrush generation, right? And the Windrush generation were part of the quote-unquote Commonwealth. So whether good or bad, what it is that they actually cared about this country. Now, we understand what colonization is, and we understand how the Commonwealth came to be, but what I'm saying is, as in my personal point of view, as brainwashed as my grandparents were, they were still willing to come and help this country and do all this kind of stuff. The people that are being let in the country today, I don't think they care about this country, man. Like, I'm just saying, and I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing. I'm saying for the people that are indigenous to this country, what's happening is that there's becoming a gap, a big wide gap between the actual indigenous white people of this country, right, and the foreigners that are the quote-unquote foreigners that are let into this country, right? And it seems like a lot of them are here to get money and stuff and have a good place to live and all this kind of stuff, but they're actually not here to defend the country. No, it's a controversial opinion, but you know, it is what it is. People gonna say, oh my god, that's a coon statement, and it's actually not. It's just actually just analyzing what is going on in this country. That's all it is. I'm just analyzing. Oh, hello. I'm just analysing what's going on in this country, and what's going on is there are so many people that are within this country that don't actually care about defending this country. Now, would I defend this country? War in these days and times has become very political. It always is political, but it's become very political, and I don't want to be a political pawn in something. Now, if I actually trusted the government that I actually was under, I would go to war for them. Doesn't matter where I was. If I trusted the government and trusted the reasons that the government was sending me to war, I would probably go to war. However, can we trust this government? I don't know.